So, can you start off by saying your name?
My name is Michele Hussey.
What kind of cancer do you have?
I have breast cancer.
And how long have you had it?
Well, not really sure, but I was diagnosed with it in May of last year.
Of last year?
May 2012.
How many stages are there of breast cancer?
There are 4, I believe, but I'm in stage 1.
You're in stage 1?
Yeah, so it's the earliest stage.
How did you find out?
I was going for my regular exam, and usually at my age, because I'm 40, well, I was 45 at the time, you every year would get the mammogram, and so I had my regular mammogram, but before I was going to my appointment, I noticed that there was a bump that I didn't notice before on the side of my breast, and so I just told the doctor to just have a second look at it.
Are you doing therapy?
Right now, I just finished my 4th session of chemotherapy on last Thursday, and I'm hoping that it's my last session, but I have to do a genetic test sometime within the next couple of weeks to see if I need more chemotherapy, because if I'm positive for a particular gene type, then I'll have to do more chemotherapy. If I'm negative, then I'm finished, hopefully.
Is
I'll
it
have to do
helping?
radiation. Well, chemotherapy makes you feel very sick. It doesn't feel like it's helping anything, and it actually feels like it makes you worse. And because I'm in the early stages, it's really hard to tell now if it has done any good. You only know, like, over time, however long you've been cancer-free, whether or not it's successful. And so if the cancer doesn't come back, then it's been successful, but you don't know that until years later, usually.
What do they do in the therapy?
Well, initially they had to take out the lump, so surgically they removed it, and they removed enough breast tissue around the edges to make sure that they got everything. And then when that was finished, I had to have a surgery to put in what's called a port, to make it easier to give chemotherapy drugs.
Do you have to have any special meal plans or activities you do?
Well, it makes you feel strange sometimes, or sick, so that you don't feel like eating certain things, or maybe you feel like eating certain things. You're not required to eat a certain way, but the chemo drugs kill all of the intestinal bacteria, the good and the bad, and so it really kind of messes up your digestion, like, until you reestablish the good bacteria. So I take special probiotic pills and eat yogurt and things to try to get that back. It's the 7th day since I had my last treatment, and this morning my run was fine. Some doctors say take it easy, avoid sick people. I teach kindergarten, so I'm around kids with runny noses all the time. I can't really avoid it unless I don't come to work. So, but I haven't been sick yet.
Do you think it's genetic?
I do have breast cancer on my dad's side and on my mom's side. So I have 2 aunts on my dad's side that have breast cancer, and a grandmother and an aunt that had breast cancer on my mom's side. Scientific research has shown that there is a genetic link. In my case, I don't know yet because I haven't had that test, but that's the test that I'm supposed to take in the next couple of weeks.
When do you expect the cancer to end?
Well, I think as far as I know, it's out of my body, because it didn't spread beyond my the veins to my lymph nodes. That's about as far as it got. So it didn't get to the lymph nodes, and it spread throughout my body. So as far as I know, when they took out the lump, it was out of my body. So everything else is just preventing any possibility of, if there were microscopic cells in my body that hopefully the chemotherapy is taking care of that, or any other cells that might be in my body that weren't detected.
Okay, I think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.